Right, that's sure, right, yeah. And good afternoon, Blue Comet fans. Welcome here to Lamar, Missouri. It is Larry Pierce as we get ready to go for this big ball game here against Lamar Tigers and your Chanute Blue Comets. And coming to you on the live stream, KINZ.biz. Right now we have the Blue Comets Tigers out, and they did this last year, which is really, really cool. They didn't have a prayer circle out there around the mound, which is really, really cool. All right, we got Coach Murray, and he's having a chat here with the coaches for the Lamar Tigers. And Coach Lundeen, Adams, and Timmons will be there. The coaches for the Lamar Tigers here, as they're coming in here with a 3-0 record. Blue Comets 0-1 on the year. They actually had a game that they started against Iola on Friday before the rains came in, and they were behind in that ball game, but that game was canceled there in the 4th inning, so I don't know if they're going to get that made up now. I did get the chance to talk to Coach Murray before this ball game here today, just kind of ask him how things were going in this early part of the season. He said he'd just really like to see the guys compete a little bit more. He said our pitching is not going to be overpowering. We're not going to be overpowering with hitting, but we need to play some small ball. We need to manufacture runs. We can't let ourselves get behind, and pitching's got to show up, especially with, we gave up too many walks in those first 2 games, so that's what we need to get. We can't get ourselves into the quicksand and fall behind. So Coach Murray going to have to, see what he can do here with this ball club and see if he can keep them inspired and just compete. He says we just need to compete. And he said this team Lamar came in here last year. They came to Chanute, and it was they had doing 1-3. They were 3 or 4-0. Had been beating everybody. So. And the Blue Comets took care of business last year, so we'll see if they can do that again here today. Very good team from Lamar, Missouri here. Nice little town and a nice little ride on the way over. As we get ready for this ball game here today, it's going to be a good one. We should get some good Lamar fans that are on their way out here, and a good student section that is coming out for the ball game as well. So hope everybody's ready for a good one here on Z95.3, brought to you by the Sonic Drive-In, a Sonic Big Blue Comet broadcast. Let's go around the horn here for you, as it will be the Lamar Tigers into the field as they get ready to come out. Gepner, if I remember right, he was the catcher last year on this team. He is the pitcher here today. His battery mate is Stahl. Over first will be Woodridge. Hall is at second. Tucker is at short. Lawrence is at third. Wiss is in the left. Gastel in center. And Griffith is the right fielder here for the Lamar Tigers here this afternoon. Peyton Beck will be the pitcher for the Blue Comets, and his battery mate will be Mason Manbeck behind the dish. Cooper McMillan over at first, and it will be Costin over there at second base. We'll check something here real quick, folks. Sorry, making sure I'm in the right place. Yeah, that's right. Jaden Costin over there, second base. Sorry. Corbett Kimblin there at shortstop. And it will be Kester there at the third base position. And Lane Harvey in the left. Bryson Ellis in center. Alex Crum will be the right fielder here to start off in this ball game for the Blue Comets. As that's right, Kester here, right? Kester? And Kester and Cam Kester will be at third base there for the Blue Comets here to start this ball game. All right, got Coach out there having a check. Coach Lundeen, as well as Coach Murray with the umpires, getting everything ready to rock and roll here this afternoon. As Coach Murray, Coach Sizemore, ready to bring the guys out here as we have handshakes are ready to go. You got 300 down the lines. You got 355 straight away center. 333 in the alleys here, 329 in the right alley here for Lamar and the Tigers here today. So as we get ready to rock and roll here, the umpires have had their conversation with the teams, and the Coach Murray pulling them out of the dugout and getting ready to go. On the live stream, folks, we should have everything but the far corners on the left and right side here. Got a couple of poles here into the backstop that we're in front of. Going to be hampering some of those spots there, maybe right at third base. But best that we can do here on the live stream, we've got it for you here today as we get ready for you this afternoon. And coming up on Thursday, it will be softball here on Z95.3 as the Lady Blue Comets welcome Parsons to town as we're getting introductions here this afternoon. So we'll have them coming out here. So it'll be Bryson Ellis, Mason Manbeck, Corbett Kimblin, Lane Harvey, Peyton Beck, Jaden Costin, Alex Crum, Cooper McMillan, and Cam Kester will be your starting lineup for the Blue Comets here this afternoon. There will be Hull, Gepner, Tucker, Stahl, Woodridge, Lawrence, Gastel, Griffin, and Wiss for the Lamar Tigers here this afternoon. So Crum coming in now. Cooper McMillan.
Batting ninth, third base, number 13, Cam Kester.
So Cam Kester coming in now.
And the rest of those Blue Comets.
So the rest of the Blue Comets being introduced.
And now we're starting lineup for your Lamar Tigers.
But that's a little better on the sound there.
Zach,
I know we were coming in a little low, but we're trying to get it up there. So there we go.
Number 5, Duncan Kepner.
Kepner.
Batting third, the shortstop, number 16, Case Tucker.
So Tucker comes in next. He's playing the shortstop.
The
catcher will be Stahl.
Batting fifth, playing first base, number 19, Ryan
Woodbridge over at first base.
Batting sixth, playing third base, number 18, Robert Lawrence.
What's
batting seventh, the center fielder, number 10, Mason Gaston.
So Gaston comes in. Ready to come out here. We'll have the national anthem coming up after the starting lineups.
The left fielder, number 21, Stetson Willis.
So Willis comes out now. Here comes the rest of the Lamar Tigers here coming down the line. We'll have the national anthem, folks, so we'll get ready for that coming up here for you.
If y'all please stand and remove your hats.
We'll get the sound up for you too as well. Ready for your national anthem. We're ready to play some baseball here this afternoon in Lamar, Missouri. We're going to have a chilly day here, but we got some sunshine. Well, it looks really good for the afternoon here as we get ready to play some baseball here today. So see, the Blue Comets can start it off and get things rock and rolling here against the pitcher, Kepner. Stahl gets in behind the dish, and they'll get their warm-up tosses on as we get underway. Check it out the live stream on KIZ.biz. And we'll be right here behind the dish, trying to catch as much of it as possibly can. As I say, going around the horn. Woodridge at first, Hollis second, Tucker at short, Lawrence at third, Bliss in left, Gaspell center, Griffith will be the right fielder. Coach Murray down of the third base line, Coach Sizemore down the first base side. Up first for the Comets, Bryson Ellis, Mason Manbeck, and Corbett Kimberlin the first three. Facing Kepner. A little side of little bit of a sidearm delivery there. That comes over the top. All right. So should be coming right down the pipe at you here from the pitcher Kepner on the camera. As Bryson Ellis comes in, gets ready to go. Good to see, as I said, Bryson Ellis, as we talked about it in that game the other day against Pittsburgh. Good to see Bryson healthy enough to get out here and play baseball with the guys. I know he was there in support for that basketball team all year. Didn't get to play due to an injury. But good to see him back out here and able to play some baseball because I know he loves to play. So Bryson playing center field will be the first up here as Kepner taking his final throw. On the toss, throwing it down as Stahl. And let's play some baseball here in Lamar. Schaff Field is what it's called. Nice place. Nice little town here. Nice little ride out to Lamar, Missouri. Never been over here before. So here we go. As we're ready to rock and roll, Bryson Ellis steps up. So Ellis ready to go here against Gepner. So standing in and ready to go. Here's Gepner. Has a sign he likes from Stahl. Ready to go to Ellis. Ellis. First pitch, low for ball number 1. So Bryson, not wasting time, stand right in. Here's the 1-0 to him. Just a little bit low, now 2-0. So Ellis. Ahead 2-0, here's Gepner. That's a good pitch in there for a strike, 2-1. Nice fastball right there. So 2-1 now to Bryson as he stands in. Here's the pitch. Take a little something off of it outside, 3-1. Makes a man back on deck, and Ellis, the 3-1, up on the inside, leadoff walk forward to Blue Comets, so leadoff runner on here, and Blue Comets like the start of that. Here's Manbeck coming to the plate, Blue Comet catcher. Coach Murray with the signs down the third baseline. Manbeck steps in. Sizemore down the first, being held on by Wooldridge, and here's Mason Manbeck in. And Gepner now from the stretch. First pitch outside. Stahl staying in front of it. Ellis back to the bag. Ball 1. So right back in. Here goes Manbeck. 1-0 count to him. Gepner to the plate. Just outside. Missing it now. 2-0. So the 2-0 count to him. As Ellis takes his lead, Gepner comes, now he'll throw over the first, diving back in. Stays a 2-0 count there. Really.
Good eye.
Just outside, and a nice job. Mason Manbeck staying alive, 3-0. Staying away from it. See if he takes it all the way here. For Coach gives him the opportunity to swing away. Gepner going to send it back over to first, being held on by Woodridge. Ellis gets back in. So Bryson once again lost the lead. That's in there for a strike, 3-1. This Manbeck taken. So I had 3-1 here, trying to move Ellis off of first. He takes the lead. Gepner inside, Stahl with the throw down on the second base side. And going to be in there for the steal. Maybe go some interference there. We'll say he's in there. All right, so stolen base. And Manbeck goes over to first on the base on ball. That's why it's not a stolen base, because it was a ball 4. That's what it was. So ball 4. And here comes Corbett Kimmerlin to the plate now. Become a shortstop. Runners in score position over second. He's got to run at first, second, no outs. Gepner to the plate. Outside, ball 1. So even in that game against Pittsburgh, we gave up some walks when there were pitching in things, but I think we were in there, and even our pitching was pretty good at times. But I thought we were very patient at the plate with the Blue Comet hitters, so it was doing a good job here to start off. That one's up high inside, 2-0. KC Sunshine, Kimberlin. So checking in with Coach Murray down the line. Back in he goes. Runners at first and second. No outs. Blue Comets in top of the first. Looking to get a start here. Gepner to Kimberlin. That's in there catching that outside edge, and it's a 2-1 count. Hardy will be on deck for the Blue Comets as Kimberlin steps back in. 2-1. Gepner from the stretch. Outside trying to catch that same edge. Can't get it this time. 3-1 as Blue Comet hitters. Ellis, Manbeck, and now Kimberlin all 3-1 here. Reaching on base on balls. Ellis and Manbeck as they stand first and second. Kimberlin in 3-1. Gepner from Stahl. That's in there for a strike. That's a full count, 3-2. Thought he might get a pitch to walk on. Now he stands in with a full count. Taking a timeout, stands back out. Now Corbett ready to go. Gepner Full count pitch. Here's the runners going. That's a shot up the middle, down into center field. Both runners are running. Coming in to score is going to be Bryson Ellis on the infield on a single, and the ball gets away. And now going into third, and now over to second goes Kimberly. Nice base running by the guys, because it's a solid RBI single right up the gut for Corbin Kimberly. Coming around to score. Bryson Ellis 1-0 Blue Comets. Manbeck wisely taking third. Kimberly goes over to second as it's an error here on the Tigers. This is now a 1-0 ball game as Lane Harvey comes to the plate. He'll have runners on the corner. No runners at second and third. My apology. As Harvey steps up and no outs for Lane Harvey. So Harvey looking to come to the plate here. Then a timeout. Now he's ready to go. Harvey stands in. First pitch to him. Gepner. Outside, ball one. So see if we can get the score fixed for you real quick, like. Well, Harvey steps right back in here. He's got a ball one count to him. Harvey ready. Gepner delivers. It's a shot out into left field and high. And that is a ding, three-run dinger for Lane Harvey. And now Blue Comets will have a 4-0 lead here on the three-run dinger by Lane Harvey. Three-run jack. Boy, I tell you what, the Blue Comets needed that. That's nice. We'll take that to start it off as the first four hitters reach home for the Blue Comets. And the dinger brings them around for Lane Harvey. Still no outs. So, wow, that was a nice shot there by Lane Harvey. So coming to the plates, and let's have to fix the scores again here now. We'll do it here, coming up. So here comes Peyton Beck now. He's got a 4 lead to work with. So he'll come up, see if he can help his own cause with no outs and nobody on. Ball one to it. So Beck, 1-0. Stand right back in here, trying to get something started to do. With nobody on and nobody out. Keep it going here, and that's a strike to him, 1-1. Peyton looking to help his own cause here. Stands right in with a 1-1 count. That's a shot back to the pitcher, Gepner. Throws over, and then it'll go 4-3. 1-3, out number one. So Beck is out, 1 out.
Second base number 2, Jaden Costa.
Here comes Jaden Costin to the plate now for the Blue Comets. So still 1 out here as Costin comes up.
Nice pitch.
That's in there for strike number 1 to him. 0-1 to Costin. So Costin now taken outside. It's a 1-1 count. So Jaden standing right in with 1 out, nobody on. Gepner sends it in, just misses. It's a 2-1 count now to Jaden. Gepner now ready to go. Now working from a low wind-up once again here. With nobody on. That's a shot off the front of the plate. That'll be a foul ball. 2-2. So the Blue Comets take a real quick lead here, 4-0 on the 3-run jack by Lane Harvey to left center field. Jaden Costin stands in with 1 out. Alex Crum on deck. Gepner. And for pitch number 28 here in the top of the first. That was going to get away from Stahl. Runs the count 4-3-2. So Crum will look to get on here, or I'm sorry, Crum will look to come up after Jaden. Jaden has done work until a full count. And Gepner, bringing it. That's a shot down the third base line, and it's going to go foul. So Costin have another shot at it here as the count remains full, 3-2. Get that camera fixed here for you. Got a lot of fans coming up and down the stairs here, folks, so we'll get it moved back around there, catching a little bit more of that first base side there coming up here shortly. All right, is back in. There goes Costin, 3-2 once again, and that was going to be fouled off. And out from behind. And staying alive is Costin here, 3-2. Ready for pitch number 8 of this at bat. Full count pitch on the way. Sue just catching the piece, staying alive here. Count second baseman here. Can he get this, keep this first inning rolling here for Peyton Beck and get him settled in. And bottom of the first, and see if we can, Big Comets can get that first win of the year. I know we got a long way to go in this one. Looking good to start off. Here's Costin back in, full count after the foul ball. And Gebner delivers. Outside ball 4. So base on balls here for Costin. Nice job at the plate. Coming to the plate now, Alex Crone, right fielder for the Big Comets. Coach Moore down to first baseline. Coach Murray sending the signs in here as Alex steps in. Taking a good lead there at first is Costin. Gebner down to the stretch, bringing it to the plates. That's in there for a strike, and he gets away from Stahl, and it's a stolen base for Costin as he puts himself in the score position for the first stolen base for the Big Comets. And it's 0-1 to Crump. So Alex standing right in here. And the 0-1 count to him. Gebner delivers. That's a nice pitch, just a little bit low. 1-1 to count.
Hey, let's don't be here all night. Let's go.
So Gebner once again. Comes set. Here's the pitch. Swing and miss. This now 1-2 to Alex. So with the 1-2 count, Alex Crum right back in, see if he can move Costin from second with one out here, still on top of the first, 4-0 Blue Comets. So that's low. It's now 2-2 to Crum here. Blue Comets. Liking the start of this one. Cooper McMillan on deck as Crum right back in now with a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Ooh, missing on the inside, runs it full. Full count. Gebner now comes set. Here's the pitch. High outside for ball 4. Runners now at first and second for the Blue Comets. That's 4 base on balls here in this first inning. Coach Lundeen taking a look, thinking about it here as Big Cooper McMillan steps to the plate here for the Blue Comets. Blue Comet first baseman. Runners at first and second. Stahl goes out to have a chat with his pitcher. So now Stahl back behind the dish.
First baseman, Cooper McMillan.
So as Cooper stands up here for the Blue Comets, we'll have runners at first and second. Still only one out. 4-0 lead Blue Comets on a 3-run jag by Lane Harvey. That's outside ball 1. So Gebner, 1-0 count to McMillan, stands in. It's 2-0. So 2-0 here to McMillan as Gebner checks the runner over at second, working from the stretch here to the plate. That's going to catch Cooper. He's hit by the pitch. So bases now full for the Blue Comets as Cam Kester comes to the plate. Coach Lundeen will come in here. We may be making a change for the Tigers before Cam Kester can get to the plate. So we'll see what Coach is going to do here as he's coming out to talk to Gebner. And maybe getting those cleats cleaned off, maybe that'll help him out. Maybe there's a little bit of redness there in the mound. Coach seeing something that'll help out his pitcher here, so keeping those cleats cleaned off, that'll help him out maybe on his drive and his plant foot. So here comes Cam Kester to the plate, the 9th hitter to the plate for the Blue Comets. Bases full, 1 out. And Gebner, that's in there for a strike. Nice pitch there. So Gebner now from the wind up as the bases are full with one out. Murray sends out the signs. Gebner, here comes the suicide squeeze play, and it's good for one. And a nice job. Here comes another play. He bounces away from Stahl, and the Blue Comets get 2 runs on the suicide squeeze play. Coach Murray famous for that. He does that a lot. That's a great play right there. The suicide squeeze works. Cam is out on the sack bunt for round number 2. But coming home is Costin. Crum comes around to score for 2 more. McMillan ends up over at third. So it's now a 6-0 lead for the Blue Comets. Back to the top of the order. Bryson Ellis comes to the plate now with 2 outs and a man over at third in scoring position for the Blue Comets. Ellis reaching on the base on balls his first time up. First pitch outside. Ball 1. 6-0 here now for the Blue Comets. Here's the pitch from Gebner. That's a strike call. 1-1 to count. So 1-1 count to him. Mason Manbeck on deck for the Blue Comets. Here's Gebner with the pitch. That's a nice pitch in there for a strike. Took a little some off that off-speed pitch. 1-2. As Gebner's now looking for his first strikeout. See if he can get out of this inning. Leave Cooper Millen stranded at third. Gebner comes set. Up high inside now, 2-2. So with the 2-2 count, Bryson stands in. Here's Gebner. That's outside, going to get back to the screen here, but it bounces back to Stahl. Cooper wisely stays at third. So it goes to a full count now to Bryson Ellis. So Bryson gets ready to check back in here. So we're going to change the score real quick. Bryson comes in. That's in there for ball number 4. So now runners on the corners here. And another base on ball is given up here by Gebner. That brings Mason Manbeck to the plate. He reached on a base on balls, scored a run his first time up. Still only 2 outs. And the Blue Comets bring hitter number 11 to the plate here in the first. Manbeck, the Blue Comet catcher, getting the leg gear off. And the on-deck circle.
Catcher, Mason Manbeck.
So now he comes in ready to go. There's Gebner. Works from the stretch here. Runner goes to second. No throw down on the stolen base here for Bryson Ellis. Second one for Blue Comets. Ball 1 here to Manbeck. So Manbeck with a 1-0 count. Cooper Kimmerman will be on deck. 2 outs and Mason can get on. Shot over to the left field side, and then is going to get out of play. Foul ball, long strike, 1-1. So Mason, they count even at 1-1. As Coach Murray sends out signs, runners in scoring position at second and third. Ellis at second, McMillan over at third. And another pitch on the way. Up high inside Mason, now 2-1. So the 2-1-2 on the way. It's a shot, right off the third baseman, Lawrence, and gets out into left field. 2 runs are going to come in and score. Manbeck heads into second, and he'll get in there. Nice try there. There's a hot shot to Lawrence, and it goes off his glove out into left field. And it's a 2 RBI double for Mason Manbeck, because that's the 3rd hit for the Blue Comets here. Brings in 2 more. Now makes it an 8-0 ball game as Corbett Kimberly comes to the plate with 2 outs, and the man over at second. We're still in the top of the first. And we're going to get a courtesy runner for the Blue Comets. Number 17, Logan McDonald's going to go ahead and run for Mason Manbeck. So McDonald running for Manbeck. So Kimberly stands in. We'll have a runner over at second. So that's Logan McDonald, a courtesy runner. Pitch from Gebner. Nice pitch in for a strike number 1. Nothing right now. It's 8-0 ball game, sorry. For the Blue Comets. We'll get the score right there on the last stream. We'll get the opportunity. 0-1 to Kimberly. He stands in. Logan McDonald, courtesy runner at second, running from Manbeck, takes his lead. Gebner checks it. Here's the pitch. Nice off-speed pitch for an 0-2 count now to Kimberly. Gepner falls behind Kimberlin, 0-2. It's a high fly ball out into right field, and it could be trouble, and it is. It gets down in front of Griffith. Coming around to score is McDonald, diving into second with the throw coming in to score for Kimberlin, and he is safe at second. Blue Cowards get another RBI single here, RBI double. Fourth hit brings in another run as Kimberlin ends up at second on that double. So it is now 9-0 here. As Lane Harvey, who had a 3-run jack back in the first time at the plate, comes up here with a runner at second for the Blue Comets. Lane Harvey, 1 for 1 at the plate so far. Checking in now with right down the line. Gepner sends it in, strike 1 to him. So Lane Harvey stands right in. Kimberlin with the lead at second. Gepner delivers. Swing and miss Lane. Now behind 0-2. Gepner's got a good off-speed pitch. Just know you can't use it every time, but got Harvey swinging on that one. See if he tries it again here. Here's the 0-2 to Harvey. Pitch outside. It's 1-2. So with a 1-2 count, Harvey stands right in. There's a shot that's going to get out into left field. And going to go ahead and send Corbett as the left fielder whiffs. Can't come up with it. He whiffs it into second. He goes. And they're going to nail Harvey diving in on the 7-4 for the third out. But coming in to score is Kimberlin. It does count. Making a 10-0 ball game here at the end of the top of the first inning. That's right, Blue Comets batting around, having a good first inning here. So we're going to take a 1-minute break, and we'll come back and bring you the bottom half of the first. Lamar Tigers coming to the plate when we come back here on your home for the Blue Comets Z95.3.
Facilities in Chanute, Kansas. Horizon supplies major complex subassemblies for leading airframe manufacturers in the commercial aerospace, military and defense, and general aviation industries. We offer a full benefits package including health, dental, vision, 401k, and paid time off. Interested individuals can see a complete job listing at horizonaero.com/careers.
Leaves are raked, grass is cut, and the driveway is swept. Now I'll top off the water softener with Diamond Crystal Salt.
Save the best chore for last.
Yeah, it's kind of special.
Why is that?
Well, Diamond Crystal Salt helps extend the life of our plumbing and appliances.
That's great.
And it helps give us softer and brighter clothes.
Love that.
And it helps reduce spots on our dishes.
Brilliant. So you do it last.
Well, it does so many nice things, the least I can do is spend some quality time appreciating it. Diamond Crystal Salt. A brilliant choice since 1886. Get yours at Cleaver Farm and Home. The Blue Comet Nation listens to...
Alrighty, we're back here as we get ready to go for the bottom half of the first inning. Blue Comets blow up the top half 10-0 here as they bring 13 to the plate, 4 hits, 2 errors, and 5 base on balls. Brings in 10 runs for the Blue Comets. It will be Peyton Beck, Mason Manbeck, the battery here, as it will be Cooper McMillan at first, Jaden Costin will be at second, Corbett Kimberlin at short, Cam Kessler at third, Lane Harvey will be your left fielder, Bryson Ellison center, and Alex Crum will be the right fielder here for the Blue Comets. And Peyton Beck with a big lead here for him. So we'll see if he can be very efficient here. See if we can go 1, 2, 3 quickly. Get those bats back on working again. Keep up the intensity. And see if the Blue Comets can get their first win of the year. All right, to the bottom of the first we go. It will be Hull, Gepner, and Tucker, the first 3. For Coach Lundine's team, he's down the first base line. Looks like Coach Adams, I do believe, is down the first base side here for the Tigers. So here comes Hull to the plate. Peyton Beck from the windup, ringing it. A lefty outside, ball one. That was Coach Murray said before the game, just more consistent with our pitching is what he wanted to be here today. That's up a little bit high. 2-0. So with a 2-0 count, Hull stands right back in. And Beck outside, 3-0. So Peyton trying to find his spot here. Here's the 3-1. There it is. 3-1 now. That'll help Peyton out there finding that first strike. Hull back in, 3-1 to him. That's a shot out into center field, and it'll get down shallow center field, so it's a leadoff single here for Hull. So here comes the pitcher Gepner to the plate. He'll step up here.
The pitcher number 5, Duncan Gepner.
So as Gepner comes to the plate for the Tigers, he'll face Peyton Beck here. Runner over at first being held on by Cooper McMillan. So Gepner trying to help his own cause as he steps in. First pitch, high fly ball out into center field. Letters. Nice job, Bryson Ellis tracking it toward left center. And he comes up with the play for outs number 1. Gepner gave it a ride on the first pitch he sees. 1 out. Here comes the shortstop Tucker to the plate.
The shortstop number 16.
So Peyton Beck now working from the stretch as a lefty. Keeps an eye on over at first as Hull steps in. Here comes Tucker. Lefty on lefty right here. And Peyton Beck now. Pitch. Just missing. Whoa. Ball 1. So 1-0 to shortstop Tucker. Standing right in. Beck comes set. Here's the pitch up high inside. 2-0. So Peyton now ready to go here as he's got behind Tucker 2-0. He's got 1 out and run over at first. That's up on the inside. 3-0. Tucker right back in. Not crowding the plate there, but Beck working him on the inside. Here's the 3-0. That's ball 4. So runners down first and second on a base on balls here by Peyton Beck. So here comes the catcher Stahl to the plate. Runners at first and second as Coach Murray goes out and has a chat with his pitcher. Trying to get him to settle in. Maybe seeing the release point, something a little bit different he can do. Out here on the hill for the Blue Comets. Next broadcast going to come to you Thursday. We'll be at home at Santa Fe Park. Lady Blue Comets at home as they will take on the Lady Vikings of Parsons. So Stahl comes up here, and runner now moves into second base here. Is Hull. Hull at first on the base on balls is Tucker. Here's Stahl looking for his first pitch. Got a little bit of a timeout. Man Beck going to run out and have a chat with his pitcher after Coach Murray has his call. Here's a Sonic Big Blue Comet broadcast here from Lamar, Missouri today on Z95.3 and KINZ.biz. Behind the dish here in Lamar. Catching everything except the far corners, I do believe, of the field. All right, so we're ready to go Beck. Now ready to go here against Stahl. Come set, here's the pitch. Nice on the outside is D-Rack 1. So it'll be the first baseman Woodridge on deck. Like to get that second out here with Stahl standing in with an 0-1 count. Peyton Beck. Long look, man Beck with the sign. There's Beck with the pitch. Fly ball over to left field. Giving a chase there is Harvey in the foul ground, and it will get out of play for a long strike. It's 0-2. Harvey climbing up on the roll bell out there. Out of play. So Stahl, we get that foul ball back in here. Checking back in over at second is Tucker. Beck needs a new ball. So now we're ready here. Stahl takes a look. Coach Lundeen down to the third base line. Steps in after that long foul ball. Beck now up on the river, ready to go. Here's the pitch to him. The 0-2 to Stahl. Long look in by Beck. Now he's setting ready to go. Here's the 0-2. Low. Trying to get him to chase that one in the dirt. Goes nowhere. Good job by Mason. Keep it in front of him. It's 1-2 now. So that 1-2 count. Beck gives him a look over second. Tucker, I should say Hull, taking a lead over there. Tucker's over at first. As the 1-2 to Stahl. As now, he'll take a break here at the plate. Beck's taking a little bit too much time there for Stahl. So here we go. Now we're ready. 1-2 to him. Beck delivers. Just outside. Can't catch that outside edge. It's 2-2. So the 2-2 counts. And Peyton Beck bringing it. Shot down the third base line. Coach Lundeen just under the mitts there, Coach. Nice try there, Coach, but got to get down on it. Got to put that knee down in front of it. It's fundamentals, Coach. Get down in front of it. There you go. He'll chase it down the foul ball. Foul side. And pick up the loose ball. So it will be a 2-2 count here to Stahl. Once again, steps back in here with a 2-2 count. Beck comes set, checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Nice soft-speed pitch, breaking ball. If it gets a piece of it to foul it away, and it stays 2-2. Woodridge waiting patiently on deck here. With Stahl, the catcher. They're working really good here against Beck. A couple long fly balls. He's now worked at 2-2. Beck with one out, bringing it outside. 3-2. Full count to Stahl. So back in now, goes Stahl, the catcher. And Beck bringing it. It's a shot there. It'll get out into left field, and it will get down and be a fair ball. One run going to come in. They'll get it in here. And it's a RBI single for Stahl. As he ends up over at first. Tucker stays at second. And the run comes in to make it a 10-1 ball game here. In the bottom of the first, there will be Woodridge. First baseman come to the plate. They have runners at first and second here with only one out. So Beck to Woodridge as he stands in. McMillan off the bag at first, not covering. That's in there for a steer right call. Nice pitch there by Peyton. 0-1-2 with Lawrence on deck. One out here in the bottom of the first. So do put a run across to make it 10-1. And Woodridge 0-1 to it. And Beck delivers. Ooh, up high inside, hits by the pitch. So now that puts runners all over the base paths here. Bases are full by the Blue Comets. 2 hits, brings the bases full. Here comes Lawrence to the plate. So Lawrence comes up. Bases full, one out. Blue Comets desperately need a double play ball right here. So here's Lawrence as he steps in. Beck delivers. Outside, man, Beck right there to snag it. 1-0 to him. So the 1-0 to Lawrence. Beck to signing likes now, working from a low windup. Foul ball. Out of play, 1-1. So as Woodridge, the big first baseman, stands there, he's got a 1-1 count here after that foul ball. They do put the one run across here. And see, we've got one out. See if the Blue Comets can get out of here without any more damage done. Beck 1-1. High outside, 2-1. So 2-1 to Lawrence. That's Peyton Beck. Rain it. Swing and a miss. It's now 2-2. So the third baseman trying to bring another run around here. So trying to climb back in as it becomes 10-1 here. In the bottom of the first one out, Lawrence 2-2. Right, 3 called. And that's out number 2, the first strikeout here by Peyton Beck. And that brings Gastel, the center fielder, to the plate.
Mason Castro.
So let's get this out here and let's not get any more runs across. Get those bats working here in the second. Gastel stands in. Beck delivers. Nice pitch up high. Inside, a little too high though. 1-0. Lefty on lefty here is Gastel. Stands in against the left-handed Peyton Beck. Beck. Swing and a miss. Nice little throw down to third by Manbeck covering there. Here's Kester diving back in. Here's Tucker. There's a strike one to Gastel. It's a 1-1 count to it. So Gastel stands right back in. Beck delivers a 1-1. That's a high fly ball out into right field. Right fielder Alex Crum getting underneath it there. And he'll make the play for the third out. So they leave them loaded here. They get 2 hits. They leave 3. No errors by the Blue Comets. They do get 1 run to come in. We'll go to the second. Beck, Costin, and Crum come to the plate. When we come back, Blue Comet Baseball, they lead it 10-1. Z95.3.
Bank today in Chanute, Humboldt, or Iola to find out how you can increase your yield before the rate is no longer available. Start earning a higher rate of interest on your certificate to deposit at CNB&T. Rate subject to change daily. Minimum opening balance is $1,000. The initial interest rate will remain the same until you exercise your one-time option to change to the current 20-month rate being offered by CNB&T. Penalty for early withdrawal. Fees may reduce earnings. Consumer accounts only. No brokered CDs. Public funds and financial institutions are not eligible. Union National Bank and Trust reserves the right to limit deposits. Member FDIC.
The Blue Comet Nation listens to Blue Comet Sports.
All righty, folks, we are back here as we get ready to go to the second inning. Gepner will be back out on the bump for the Lamar Tigers. He had 1 inning of work. He had 60 pitches. He had no strikeouts. He gave up 5 base on balls, 4 hits. His team had 2 errors behind him. Gave up 10 runs. 9 of those are charged to him. We'll go to the second inning. Peyton Beck will come up. He's 0 for 1. Jaden Costin and Alex Crum, the first 3 up here against Gepner. As we go to the second, it's a 10-1 ball game. The Comets lead it here in Lamar, Missouri today. Big crowd here by the Lamar crowd. Lamar, Missouri. Got a good Blue Comet crowd, made the trip as well. And Peyton Beck will stand in here. He's 0 for 1. Grounded back to the pitcher his first time up. See if he can get it started here in the second for the Blue Comets. Up high inside from Gepner. Ball 1. Beck, Costin, and Crum. Gepner. 1-0 to Beck. Down on the inside. Now 2-0. So the 2-0 count. Beck will stand right in. Pitch on the way. That's low. 3-0. So Peyton just to get on and help his own cause here to start the second. Gepner. Gonna hit him on the ankle there, so he's hit by the pitch. So the leadoff runner on here into the second for the Blue Comets as Jaden Costin comes to the plate. Costin comes up. He's reached on a base on balls. Stole a base and scored a run for the Blue Comets.
Jaden Costin.
So Costin comes in here ready to face Gepner. So Jaden in. Gepner comes set and to the plate. Ball one. So 1-1 count here. A courtesy run over first. Didn't see who came in for Peyton Beck over there. We'll try to check it out here in just a second, folks. I think they did. Here's Costin, 1-0. That's low by Gepner, now 2-0. So with a 2-0 count. Jaden Costin right back in here. And Gepner for his first strike here in the second. I'll look over first. Up high inside. 3-0. So leading over there first. Beck. That is Beck out there, still him, so no courtesy run there. So that's ball four here to Jaden Costin. Runners now at first and second for the Blue Comets here on the second inning. Sixth base on balls given up here by Gepner. Here comes Alex Crum to the plate. He reached on the base on balls his first time up, scored a run as well. Fly ball, long fly ball out there. He made it there in the right center field to end of the bottom half of the first. And the pitch. Oh, Lipper there at third. Oh, it goes underneath the third baseman's glove, Lawrence. And it is backed up there by the shortstop, Tucker. But it's an infield hit here for Crum. And Alex is on to load the bases for the Blue Comets here in the second. So here comes Cooper McMillan to the plate. Bases full, no outs. Cooper hit by a pitch, his first time up. Gepner working from the windup with the bases full. And a pitch on the way. Steve right call, nice pitch here by Gepner. 0-1 to him. There's a good play there by Lawrence. It just died underneath his glove and went right underneath it. He didn't have a chance to make a play after that, but he had a good shot at it before then, but it just rolled under the glove. That's a foul ball toward the Tiger dugouts. It's 0-2. So the 0-2 counts. And Cooper McMillan right back in here. No outs. The Comets have the bases full. Here in the second, they lead it 10-1. Here's the 0-2. Oh, what's up in behind? Stahl lets it get away from him there, but he's on it quickly. And runners stay at home. It's a 1-2 count. So McMillan with Cam Kester on deck for the Blue Comets. Beck at third, Costin at second, Crum over at first. Gepner, the 1-2. Call, Steve Wright 3. Okay, call strike 3. Got number 1. Looked a little low, but okay. Umpire calls it 1 out. Here goes Cam Kester to the plate. We see he had a sacrifice bunt. Actually a beautiful suicide squeeze play set up by the Blue Comets. And he laid it down perfectly. That's strike 1 to him. So 1 out, bases full. Gepner. 0-1 to Kester. Here's the 0-1 to him. Up low on the inside, 1-1. One more count, Cam. Outside, 2-1 to him. So it's Cam Kester now. Trying to increase the lead here for the Blue Comets, 3-1. That's a shot there at the shortstop, Tucker. He's up on it. They'll get in there a second, and they'll throw it away at first. Coming home to score from third. It is going to be Costin. 1 run does come in on it. Jaden comes in to score from second. Crum ends up over at second base, and Kester's over at first.
Center fielder, Bryson Ellis.
So here comes Bryson Ellis to the plate with 2 outs now. Steve right call here to Bryson. 0-1. And that's Ellis getting a piece of it now, 0-2. So we get the force out. They went 6-4 on Crum there. That was second out. Kester, fielder's choice. Actually, reaching on the error. Third error of the afternoon here for Third day of the afternoon here by the Tigers. All right, so it's a pitch, and getting a piece of it there is Bryce Ellis staying alive, 0-2. Fouls it back to the screen. That's pitch number 80. 2 outs for Gepner. Here in a second, 1 2/3. 5 base on balls, 1 strikeout, 4, 5, 6 hits. 3 errors behind him. Now with 2 outs, Bryce Ellis steps away. 2 base on balls, stolen base, scored a run. Back in the first innings, the Comets batted around. About 13 to the plate, right in 10 runs. That's low and out in front. Stahl keeping it from him. Ball 1, 1-2. Headed over to second now. Here's Kester. And a runner in scoring position here for the Comets. They're leading now 11-1. As Ellis stands right back in with some man back on deck. Only 1 hit. That's a high fly ball out into right field. Coming up on it is Griffith, and he'll make the play in right field for the final out. So that's the third out here, but the Blue Comets do get 1 hit. They'll leave 1.
As well as heavy equipment operators in the Humboldt, Kansas area, Whitaker Aggregates is also looking for a skilled operator with experience operating heavy equipment at their Centerville, Kansas quarry location. Whitaker Aggregate employees are eligible for health insurance, retirement contributions, and paid vacations and holidays. To apply, visit Whitaker Aggregates on the web at www.whitagg.com. For more information, text 620-664-7449 or call 620-876-5676. Start a career with Whitaker Aggregates today.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here as we get ready to go for the bottom half of the second inning. Blue Comets leading 11-1 here in Lamar, Missouri. It'll be Peyton Beck back on the hill for the Blue Comets. 1 inning of work, 1 strikeout, 1 base on balls. He gave up 2 hits, 1 run. And let's see, he threw how many pitches? 28 pitches in that first inning. So here we come. Beautiful dogs out here today. Got a bunch of them. Should have brought my dogs with me today. That would have been a good day. Maybe on Thursday when I go to Santa Fe Park, the Lady Blue Comets will have a dog day and bring the dogs out. There we go. All right, so here we go. So Griffith comes up here. His first at bat. And he'll start off the second inning for the Tigers as they trail 11-1. Peyton Beck, first pitch to him on the way. Catching the outside edge, strike 1. So Beck, see if Peyton can settle in here as he's got that 1 inning of work in on him. And some more talk with Coach Murray. A nice little run there by Kester. He comes up on it and goes a nice little 5-3 out to number 1. Like I said, Peyton Beck settled in a little bit here. Got some encouraging words from Coach Murray there in the dugout while the Comets were hitting. Even though he did get himself out on the base pads. But hooks it in here and see if he can get a 1-2-3 inning. Here comes West to the plate to the left fielder. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom second, swing and miss. 0-1 to it. So 0-1 to West. Top of the order will be Hull on deck for the Tigers. 0-1 to West. He stands in. Low for ball 1. 1-1 to count. So that 1-1 count to him. Beck delivers. Nice pitch, high fly ball. Just off of the dirt and over at first, Cooper McMillan into foul ground behind the bag, and he makes the play for out. Number 2, good job, Cooper. Second out. Top of the order will be Hull. He's 1 for 1, had a single, scored a run to lead off the bottom half of the first for the Tigers. So as Hull comes in, 2 outs and nobody on. Peyton Beck looking for a quick inning here. Beck coming set as he works from the windup. Just a bit outside for ball 1. 1-0. So 1-0 to Hull, and Beck delivers. Nice. Stay off the end of the bat there. Foul ball, 1-1. Nice pitch there by Peyton. So that 1-1 count. And Hull, Tigers second baseman, stands in. Trying to keep this inning going here for the Tigers. Foul ball here to the screen, 1-2. So the 1-2 count. Gepner on deck if Hull can get on here. End of the second. Blue Comets lead it 11-1. You're in bottom of the second here in Lamar, Missouri today. Trying to get to 1-1 on the year. So Hull, fly ball out into shallow right field. Going over on a nice job. Jaden Costin into shallow right field. Runs it down for the out. Number 3. And it's a 1-2-3 inning here for Peyton Bick. They get no hits, so they leave none. And then no errors by the Blue Comets. No runs come in. We will go to the third inning. Manbeck, Kimberlin, and Harvey when we come back here on Z95.3.
Morning drink stop is such a great way to wake up. Oh, I know. This cherry limeade is just what the doctor ordered. What? You must have the coolest doctor ever. Mine comes over every Sunday, helps me fold the laundry, puts a couple casseroles in the freezer. Is your doctor your mom? Well, yeah. She's the most qualified for the job. But her copay is pretty unreasonable. Oh, really? How bad is it? She makes me clean my whole room.
Stop by Sonic for large drinks starting at just 99 cents before 10 a.m. Doctor's orders. This is how you Sonic. For limited time, only participating Sonic programs. Tax not included. See menu for details. The Blue Comet Nation listens to Blue Comet Sports on Z95.3.
And we're back here, folks. We got a new pitcher on the hill here for the Tigers. It's going to be Hull, so we'll see where everybody's going to be here. Hull moves in from second base. And it looks like, see who they got over there at second now. Gepner's going to be the new catcher. So a new catcher for Gepner. And it looks like it's just switching places there for Gepner. Stahl goes over to second. Right? Do you believe? Yep. There we go.
Starting off the third for the Blue Comets. The catcher, Mason Manbeck.
So here comes Mason Manbeck, and it'll be a new pitcher here for the Tigers. Hull comes in. And ready to go. Mason Manbeck, first pitch he sees, high fly ball. I mean, it is sky high, left field line and out of play. Giving chase there is Lawrence. And I mean, that thing's going to have some ice on it when it comes down. It's so high in the air. 0-1 to him. So back in after the foul ball, Manbeck 0-1. Hull delivers up high inside. It's a 1-1 count. So 1-1 to him. That's up high inside, making it a 2-1 count. Closing the book here on Gepner. 2 innings pitched, 83 pitches, 6 base on balls, 1 strikeout, 5 hits, 11 runs, 9 of them earned. That's a shot in. It's going to be foul ball. Left side, 2-2 on the long strike here to Mason Manbeck. So 2-2 to Mason as he's right back in. Blue Comets lead at 11-1 here in the top of the third. That's a shot. It's going to get down into left field, and Manbeck gets on. A leadoff single for the Blue Comets. Sorry, folks, that is a 12-1 ball game. I forgot to make that change there. All right, here comes Corbin Kimmerlin to the plate. He's 2 for 2, scoring a couple of runs. We'll have Manbeck over at first for the Blue Comets. As Corbin Kimmerlin comes up here, 2 for 2 at the plate today. Hull. Call on the inside corner for strike number 1. So Kimmerlin checking on Murray down the line. As man back to side. Here's Kimberlin back in 0-1 hole. Give him a look here. Here's a throw over to first for Sizemore. Getting him back in. Man back up quick. Acting like he's going to take off here again. Hall working from the stretch. Keeping an eye on him. 0-1 to Kimberlin. Here's the pitch to him. Corbett up inside. 1-0 to him now. So the 12-1 ball game here. Hall, the new pitcher, Kimberlin. Takes on the inside, 2-1. Tournaments. Corbett. We're going to bring man back around from first here. Has us now 2-1 here to Kimberlin. Hall delivers. Fly ball out into right field. Griffith's going to look to get underneath it. He'll make the play for out number 1. Fly ball out to right field. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Left fielder, Lane Harvey.
Here comes Lane Harvey to the plate. Lane Harvey comes up. Harvey, as he is 1 for 2 at the plate. 3-run dinger in the first to get things going for the Blue Comets with 1 out here. He'll have man back over at first base. And hold the new pitchers. Ready to go here to Harvey for the first time. Fly ball, high fly ball. Second baseman there, that is Stahl. He'll come in and make the play. Shallow right field. Number 2. So here comes Mason Manbeck to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He's been hit by a pitch, and he scored a run for the Blue Comets. And he'll step up here, trying to help his own cause into the 3rd. The Blue Comets lead it big now, 11-1. Man on and 2 outs here. Facing Hull on the outside edge. Steel rack 1 called here to Peyton Beck. Costin on deck if Peyton can get on. Hull taking a look over first. Man Beck with his lead there and comes to the plate. That's a shot out into center field. Center fielder there, Gastel. He'll come in and make the grab for the easy out. So it's a 1-2-3 after the hit. They leave 1 to the Blue Comets. No errors come in. And we will go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Gepner, Tucker, and Stahl come to the plate. It's a 12-1 lead for your Blue Comets going to the 4th here on your home for the Blue Comets Z95.3.
Great employment opportunities are available. Whittaker Aggregates is looking for dependable, safety-conscious employees and has immediate full and part-time openings to fill with wages starting at $16 an hour. Positions available include local route CDL truck drivers, as well as heavy equipment operators in the Humboldt, Kansas area. Whittaker Aggregates is also looking for a steel operator with experience operating heavy equipment at their Centerville, Kansas quarry location. Whittaker Aggregate employees are eligible for health insurance, retirement contributions, and paid vacations and holidays. To apply, visit Whittaker Aggregates on the web at www.
Go ahead and give me another 30.
Start a career with Whittaker Aggregates today.
USC 413 is proud to bring you the coverage of this Chanute High School athletics broadcast. Chanute Public Schools strives to provide the best learning experience for all students by providing a fun, safe, and healthy educational environment. From language arts to fine arts, core curriculum to extracurricular activities, there's something for everyone at USC 413. Find out for yourself today by visiting online at usc413.org. Go Blue Comets!
The Blue Comet Nation listens to Blue Comet Sports on Z95.3.
Hey, we're back here, folks. Sorry, going to adjust the camera here. Get things ready to rock and roll as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Blue Comets lead at 12-1. Over to Lamar. Tigers here in Lamar. So here comes Gepner to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Flight out to center his first time up, facing Peyton Beck here for the 2nd time. And it's a 12-1 ball game for the Blue Comets. And that's a shot, and it'll get down into left field. So it's a leadoff single here for Gepner as he goes opposite field. And it's a leadoff single, so you got the leadoff man on here. So here comes Tucker to the plate. Reached on the base on balls his first time up.
Case Tucker.
So Tucker stands in here, got stranded at third, back in the first inning. He's got a runner over at first. He'll face back here for the second time. Peyton delivers. Just a little low, ball one. Bottom of that third, sorry. So ball one gets him swinging at that one. It's 1-1 here to Tucker. Nice pitch there by Peyton. Stahl will be on deck. It's a good lead there by Gepner, being held on by Cooper McMillan over at first. That's up high to him. It's a 2-1 count here to Tucker. So Tucker stands right in, coming set here. Peyton back delivers. Chop foul, and it's 2-2. So the 2-2 count. Tucker stepping in here. Gepner takes his lead at first as they try to cut into this 12-1 lead Blue Comets have here in the bottom of the third. Tucker into the 2-2. Peyton Beck delivers on the inside, runs the count full at 3-2. So McMillan holding Gepner on as he'll touch up and take his lead. Tucker, full count. Beck, bringing it. That's a shot right there first. Nice shot, knocking it down. Cooper McMillan racing him to the back, and he'll make the play. Just does make the play. Cooper McMillan with a nice job knocking it down, and makes the play unassisted over there at the first for out. Number one, go over to second. Gepner. Good play. Coming in here now is going to be Stahl. Now playing second. Started off as the catcher. He's 1 for 1, had a single, got stranded at second, back in the first. Now over at second is Gepner with 1 out. So Stahl stands in with a runner in scoring position here for the Tigers. Peyton Beck to the plate. Nice off-speed pitch, low, ball one. Well, that one looked good to me. A little bit low. 1-0 to it. Stahl stands in. Woodridge on deck. 1-0 to Stahl here in the third. Gepner leads from second. That's a shot there, and Cam Kester thought about it. He'll make a quick throw, and it'll be a low throw, and that'll end up getting a run home. Cam should have just not even thought about it. Go straight to first. Don't worry about that runner going. Go straight to first. It's an error. Now a run comes in, and a runner over at first. Stahl reaches on the air. First error by the Blue Comets. Coming in to score is Gepner. Blue Comets with their first error. That brings in another run. So it's now 12-2. Don't hesitate on that throw. Just make it. Here comes Woldridge to the plate. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. Here, runner over at first here. As the run comes in to make it 12-2 now. In the bottom of the third, Woldridge. Swing, and it gets away there from Manbeck as allow the runner to get over to second there. That's Woldridge, 0 for 1. So Woldridge checking in with Coach Lundeen down on the first base line. Has a sign he likes. Now looking from the stretch, Beck, 0-1 to Woldridge. High makes it 1-1. Woldridge not wasting any time. He's looking to get right in there and get a hit here. So he steps right back up in here against Peyton Beck. And Peyton with a long look in. Now ready to go. Here's the pitch to him, outside. It's 2-1. Beck trying to stay on the outside of the big first baseman here. Not giving him anything to drive and bringing that other run over there at second. Lawrence will be on deck here with 1 out. Woldridge, 2-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice off-speed. Beautiful pitch here by Peyton. Got Woldridge just out in front of that one. Boy, he was swinging for the fences. He's trying to hit that 355 mark. Trying to make it 356. 2-2 to him as the big man stands back in. Beck checks the runner at second. Manbeck ready. Here's the pitch. Fouling it to the screen, staying alive. Woodridge stays 2-2. So Beck stands right back in here. And Woodridge ready to go. Getting right on the plate. Beck. And for that second out, here's the pitch. Foul ball. Hit it right for the Jeep over there. So it's a good thing that tree's in the way. That might have helped me out. I don't know for sure, man. As it's now 2-2 to Woodridge. After the foul ball, Beck comes set. Woodridge ready to go. Here's the pitch to him. That's a shot down the third baseline, and it is a foul ball. So Peyton Beck working hard here against Woodridge, trying to get him. Woodridge fighting hard here at the plate. He's got a 2-2 count. Ready for pitch number 8 of this at bat for Woodridge. The pitch number 54 here for Beck. Let's make it a strike. Here's the 2-2. Low. Oop, sorry, I thought that was a 2-2. That's a ball 4. So behind on the ball count there. So now runners at first and second here. As Coach Murray comes out to have a chat here with Peyton Beck. And it looks like we're going to get a change for the Blue Comets. So we'll take a 1-minute break. We'll come back here and give you the new lineup as we're going to get a pitching change for the Blue Comets here on Z95.3.
Is looking to fill a variety of roles in processing, assembly, engineering, and administration positions for our temperature-controlled working environment manufacturing facilities in Chanute, Kansas. Horizon supplies major complex subassemblies for leading airframe manufacturers in the commercial aerospace, military defense, and general aviation industries. We offer a full benefits package including health, dental, vision, 401k, and paid time off. Interested individuals can see a complete job listing at horizonaero.com/careers.
The Blue Comet Nation listens to Blue.
All right, we're going to get back here. We're going to have a new pitcher. This is going to be Cam Kester. He's going to come in. And Man Beck is going to go over to third.
Now pitching for Chanute, number 14, Cam Kester.
And then getting behind the dish, there's going to be Brady McDonald.
Now batting for Lamar.
So Brady McDonald will be behind the dish now for the new catcher, for the new pitcher Kester. So Man Beck moves his way over to third. And it will be Brady McDonald behind the dish. And first pitch from Cam Kester is in there for a steal rack one here to Lawrence. The Comets have one out. They have runners at first and second here. Gastel will be on Lawrence. Stands in. Here's the pitch from Kester. That's a shot. And it's going to be a fair ball down the right field line. All the way down into the corner. One run coming in. Woodridge working his way around. Here comes the throw in. And they're going to hold him there at third. It's an RBI double for Lawrence. So he'll be in. Woodridge will be over at third. Stahl comes in to score. It's a double. The second hit here. As a run comes in to score to make it a 12-3 ball game here. Still only one else. As Gastel comes to the plate here. He's 0 for 1. And he'll face Kester for the first time. Pitch on the inside. Ball 1 to him. So the run comes in. Another double. That's a shot right back up the gut there. Timberland going to come up and go 6-3. Won't concede the run. 6-3 for out number 2. As Woodridge does come in, and over to third goes Lawrence. 2 outs. Got to make it 12-4. Coming to the plate now. Here comes the right fielder Griffith. So Griffith comes up here to try to get into this lead. He'll have a runner over in third base here. As Kester delivers, steal rack 1 to him. That's in there for a strike. It's now 0-2. So Kester trying to get out of this inning without any more damage here as the pitch just missed it. Now it's 1-2 to him. That's Griffith, 0 for 1 at the plate. He's got runner over at third. That is Lawrence, who had that RBI double. It's now 12-4. In the third, Wilson on deck here if Griffith can get on. 1-2 from Kester. Trying to lay down the bunt there to get his way on, and he just gets a piece of it. Foul ball. It stays 1-2 to him. So 2 hits have brought in 3 runs and an error. Oh, they do call a strike. I'm sorry. I thought maybe he foul balled that. Okay, my apologies. So that's a strikeout for the third out here for Kester. Okay, so that's where it's going to end here in the end of the third inning. We'll go to the fourth. Costin, Crum, and McMillan come to the plate. We'll be back in 1 minute. Z95.3.
Successful candidate must have the minimum levels of skills and abilities, associate degree or 2 years of college, technical school, or equivalent combination of education and experience preferred. 3 or more years of experience in production with emphasis on process control in a similar industry. To apply for this position, interested candidates are to complete an application and attach a resume online at ashgrove.com/careers. That's ashgrove.com/careers. Use the current job openings tab to apply. Application resumes will be accepted through Sunday, April the 7th. Ash Grove offers outstanding benefits and rewarding work environment. Ash Grove is an equal opportunity employer. Once again, to apply for this position, ashgrove.com/careers. Ash Grove Cement Company is seeking an experienced production supervisor in Chanute. The shift work will be 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. with alternating weekends off. Once again, to apply, ashgrove.com/careers now through April the 7th. The Blue Combination.
Second baseman, Jaden Costin.
All right, as we go to the fourth inning, Jaden Costin steps up here against Hull for the first time. First pitch to is up high for ball number 1. So 1-0 to Costin. He's reached on the base on balls twice. He scored a couple of runs here today. And 1-0 to him to start off here in the fourth. Outside. Oh, boy, I tell you what. Steve Rack 1. 1-1 to him, Hull. To the plate. That's low. It's 2-1.
I'm camera boy.
He's helping me, man.
Hey, I'm starting catching, baby.
2-1 to Hull. There's a shot to get out into left field, and it is a base hit to start off here for Jaden Costin. So the Blue Comets have the leadoff runner on here in the fourth. Coming to the plate now is going to be Alex Crum. Oh, sorry, number 35. That is Bradley Peavy. Bradley Peavy coming up as a pinch hitter.
Pinch hitting, number 35, Bradley Peavy.
So pinch hitting, Bradley Peavy comes in here. He'll have a runner over first, Jaden Costin. Nice little dinging to get him on there. 7 hits for the Blue Comets, 12 runs, 7 hits. They left 2, 1 errors. Here's Peavy. Ooh, nice pitch from Hall. Strike 1. And it's 4 runs, 4 hits, 3 errors by the Tigers. Through 3. 0-1 here to Bradley Peavy, the pinch hitter. Now from the stretch is Hall. Checking on him over at first is Costin. That's a shot by Peavy, and it'll get out into left field, and runners at first and second for the Blue Comets. So Bradley Peavy steps up here in a pinch hitting role and knocks him into second base for Costin. Here comes McMillan to the plates. Oh, sorry, number 5. That's going to be Brady McDonald. He steps in. Brady stepped in. He's the new catcher. He comes in there for McMillan.
Number 5, Brady McDonald.
McMillan. As he's a new pitcher or new catcher for the Blue Comets. So he'll step in here for his first opportunity. Runners at first and second, no outs. Hall delivers. McDonald out in front of that one, swing and a miss. 0-1 to him. I put McMillan and McMillan. That should be McMillan McDonald, my bad. Brady stand in with an 0-1 count to him from the stretch. Ooh, up on the inside. Brady helping him out there. Foul ball. 0-2. Cam Kester on deck for the Blue Comets. As Brady McDonald 0-2. Blue Comet catcher now for Kester, who's on deck. Kester reached on an error, and he had a sack bunt. Beautiful suicide squeeze play by the Blue Comets in the first. 0-2 here to McDonald. And Hull checks the runners. No outs. Runners at first and second for the Blue Comets in the fourth. Strike 3. Round number 1. First strikeout here for Hull. 1 out. Come to the plate now, Cam Kester. He's now the pitcher. Started off at third. Sack bunt, as I said, is a beautiful suicide squeeze laid down in the first and reaching on air into the second. And that was it's going to get down into left field. Coach going to go ahead and bring him around from second, having trouble getting it in. That's the left fielder wrist, and he finally gets it in, but coming in to score, Jaden Costa comes around from second. As Kester over at first on the RBI single. The Blue Comets get another run here. Over to second goes Bradley Peavy, as it's now 13-4.
Bryson Ellis.
So Bryson Ellis comes to the plate. And Bryson 0 for 1 with a couple base on balls at the plate today. As he'll step up here, and they'll face Hull for the first time. And this ball game as Blue Comets jack one on here. Make it 13-4 here in the fourth. Here's Bryson Ellis coming to the plate for the Blue Comets. Runners in score positions. Got to run over at second. He's also got to run over at first. Ellis steps in. Hull to the plate. Low. Ball 1. Gepner with a good job keeping it in front of him. 1 over to Bryson as Mason Manbeck will be on deck. So Ellis checking in Coach Murray down to the third baseline. Blue Comets no outs. Runners at first and second. Trying to play a little add-on here in the fourth. Hull sends it in. That's going to be a nice shot. Nice job there. Stahl. Oh, it Stahl just misses it. Goes off the leg. And coming in to score here. And it's going to be Bradley Peavy from second. I thought Stahl was going to come up with that one. It just goes off his glove there. He comes in to score. Kester now over at a second as Ellis reaches. Going to give him the infield hit here. That's 4 hits into the inning for the Blue Comets. As another run comes in here to now make it 14-4. Mason Manbeck stands in. He's 2 for 2 and a base on balls and takes strike 1 right there. Here's Kimberlin, or Manbeck, and as Kimberlin will be on deck. 0-1 now to Mason. Runner over at second, first and second for the Blue Comets. Ellis at first, Kester at second. That's low for ball 1 to him. 1-1. So Manbeck checking in with Coach down the third baseline. Has a signing like 2-2 is the count to him. Comets now back up by 4. We'll get your on-screen fixed here as now Gepner's going to go have a chat with Hull. So give us a chance to fix up our screen here. And to remind you, coming up on Thursday nights, more Blue Comets sports action brought to you by the Sonic Drive-In here on Z95.3. We will be at home, Santa Fe Park. Should be a nice night for some Lady Blue Comets softball as the Lady Vikings of Parsons comes to town for a big SEK matchup for the Lady Blue Comets. All right, so after the meetings, 1-1 here to Manbeck as it comes back in. Runners take their leads. Manbeck staying away from that one. That's up high, 2-1. Ellis at first, Cam Kester over at second. And with only 1 out, Manbeck standing in. Hull delivers. Swing and a miss. Manbeck giving it a ride. 2-2. So Mason right back in here in this top of the fourth inning. Got his team up 14-4. Here's the pitch from Hull. Swing and a miss for the steer. I got. And that's out number 2. 2 strikeouts here for Hull in this inning. And here comes Carter Kimberlin to the plate. He's 2 for 3, scoring a couple of runs. Now with 2 outs. Kimberlin will step up here. And runners at first and second with 2 outs. Hull from the stretch to Kimberlin. Fly ball, foul ball. 0-1. Lane Harvey will be on deck if Kimberlin can get on here. As it's an 0-1 count now to Corbin Kimberlin. The Comets shortstop stands in. Here's the pitch to him. Foul ball, 0-2. So 1 2/3 innings so far here. 29 pitches, 2 strikeouts, no base on balls. 5 hits given up by Hull here so far, and a couple of runs. He's 0-2 to Kimberlin. Taking his time here. Now ready to go. Here's the 0-2 to Corbett. High outside, ball 1, 1 and 2 now to count. Sun starting to set here in Lamar. Beautiful afternoon, a little chilly, not too bad. Good day for baseball. 1-2 to Kimberlin, standing in, hold delivers. Well, that's going to hit the Jeep. All right, it's a foul ball. So foul ball to him. It'll stay 1 and 2 here to Corbin Kimberlin. Big Comets lead at 14-4 here in the top of the 4th inning in Lamar. Here on Z95.3. Kimberlin, 1-2. Hole. Comes set now to the pitch up high, 2 and 2. So the 2-2 count. Kimberlin trying to get something here to drive, bring in another run. That's a shot that's going to get down into right center field. It's going to get all the way to the fence. Coming around from second. It's going to be Kester. And then around from first. Bringing him in here. That's a 2-run double by Corbett Kimberlin. And the Blue Comets now lead at 16-4. Under the 2-run double here by Kimberlin clears them off. Ellis comes all the way around from first to score. So another hit, the 5th hit, brings in 2 more runs. And Kimberlin ends up at second. And Lane Harvey will come to the plate here. Blue Comets playing a little add-on. Still 2 outs. So Harvey steps up here with 2 outs. And Blue Comets now up 16-4. And Harvey sends the first pitch he sees and sends it out into left field. And it'll get down in front of the left field alley number there, 333. So it's an RBI double once again here for Lane Harvey. A 3-run home run. This time it's a 2-run double. 1-run double. So he comes in. Another run comes around to score, making it 15. 17-4. Checking in now. Here comes Peyton Peck, the 9th hitter to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He's been hit by a pitch, scoring a run. He's got a runner in scoring position over there. Second, Lane Harvey comes in here as Peyton with 2 outs. Trying to bring him around as Hull delivers. Outside, ball 1. So Beck. 1-0 to him as Peyton stands right in here. And Peyton, chance to be the winning pitcher here today. That one's on the inside. And a quick throw down to second, trying to run him in there. And getting back, just does get back there is Lane Harvey. Nice throw there by Gepner to get him out there. And it's a 2-0 here to Peyton Beck at the plate. Jaden Costin will be on deck. And the Comets have that up high, 3-0 here to Beck. So 3-0 to him. And Peyton stands right in. Here's the pitch. Taking all the way. That's strike 1. That's Hull. So right down the middle for him. So 3-1 here to Peyton. Trying to get on. Ball 4. So base on balls. Now runners at first and second here for the Blue Comets. Coming to the plate is going to be Jaden Costin. So Jaden comes up here. He led off the inning.
Number 17, Logan McDonald.
So Logan is going to come in here to hit for Jaden Costin. So Logan Mack in here. As Bobby Peavy comes to the on-deck circle. Logan will come in here. As it's now 17-4. We'll fix the score here as I runner over at third. For the Blue Comets is Harvey. We got runners on the corners. That one's going to get away from Gepner, and it'll give the runner Beck over to second here on the pass ball. Ball 1 to him. So 1-0 here to Logan McDonald. He's hitting for the first time. He'll have runners now in scoring position second and third. As Harvey takes third. Beck is over second. That's fouled to the screen. It's now a 1-1 count to Logan McDonald. So back in goes Logan. And Hall to the plate. Outside, ball 2. So ball 2 to him. 2-1. Long inning here for the Blue Comets. Now 3-1 into Logan Mack, as Cam Kester is going to spend a lot of time in the dugout here before he's going to get back out here and pitch. He might be able to come back up here again in this inning. As it's 3-1 here to Logan. And Hall delivers. That's a shot there at the third. A nice job by the third baseman. That is Lawrence comes up and makes a throw. Oh, it's in front of Woodridge. Woodridge, and it gets away from him. And coming in to score here is going to be Harvey and Beck. They'll both come in to score. So Harvey comes in. Beck comes in to score. So 2 more come in here. And it's an error for Logan Mack to reach. Another error. As it now makes it an 18.
Number 35, Bradley Peavy.
19 for a ball game here. Look at that face here. Chrome comes up. I'm sorry, Bradley Peavy comes up. He had a single. There's another shot. He'll get it past the third baseman and out into left field. As it's a hit here for back-to-back hits for Bradley Peavy as he comes to plate here into the fourth. Now here comes Brady McDonald to the plate as it's a 19-4 ball game here. We'll get to the screen fixed for you. And Brady taking his time. He was going to become a catcher here, so he's getting the gear off, and he'll come to the plate.
Number 5, Brady McDonald.
So Brady Mack comes in with runners onto the corners with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Steve Rack 1-2. So 0-1 here to Brady McDonald, and White Hall delivers. That's in there, a nice strike. It's 0-2. So Kester will be on deck here for the Blue Comets as Brady McDonald, an 0-2 count. The pitch on the way, just outside. And it's a 1-2 count to him. Stays 1-2. Brady comes in. Hall now comes set. And to the plate. Fly ball out into right field, and a given chase there is going to be Griffith. He'll get into foul ground. Plenty of room, and he'll run it down to make the play for the final out. But the Blue Comets do the damage here as they get 6 hits. They leave 2. 1 error brings in 7 more runs, and the Blue Comets lead it now 19-4, going to the bottom of the 4th inning with Hull and Gepner when we come back in 1 minute. Z95.3.
Morning drink stop is such a great way to wake up. Oh, I know. This cherry limeade is just what the doctor ordered. What? You must have the coolest doctor ever. Mine comes over every Sunday, helps me fold the laundry, puts a couple casseroles in the freezer. Is your doctor your mom? Well, yeah. She's the most qualified for the job. But her copay is pretty unreasonable. Oh, really? How bad is it? She makes me clean my whole room. Stop by Sonic for large drinks starting at just 99 cents before 10 a.m. Doctor's orders. This is how you Sonic. For limited time only.
Alrighty, Blue Comet fans, we're back here. Blue Comets leading big here, having a big game, leading at 19-4 as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Cam Kester comes in here for his second inning of work. He came in and out into the 3rd, so he's got 2/3 of an inning. And let's see, 2/3 of an inning. He had 9 pitches, 2 strikeouts. Oh, sorry, no strikeouts, no base on balls. He gave up the 1 hit. And let's see, it looks like 2 runs. Nope. can't be right. Yep. Well, 2 runs. Okay, so there we go. All right, so we're right. Okay, 2 runs. All right, so now we're ready to go here. Brady Mack, he had to get all the gear on, and he's back in behind the dish. Cam is getting his warm-up tosses here. So Brady Mack with a throw down to second. So here we go. Is coming up is the bottom of the order. Will be Wiss, Hull, and Gepner, the first 3 here against Cam Kester. The Blue Comets lead at 19-4 right now here in Lamar, Missouri today. So Blue Comets need to get a quick 1-2-3 inning here.
Starting off bottom of 4th.
And let's get out here with a victory. So Wiss comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He fly out to first base side there to foul ground. As Cam Kester now. Steve Rack 1. 0-1-2. There's a shot, and it's going to go right into right center field, so that's the way to start it off here. And it kind of takes the cattywampus mounts. So Wiss is on with his base hit here. Yes, Kester, so the leadoff man on. Here in the first, top of the order, here comes Hall. He's 1 for 2. Coming to the plate here today. So stepping in here now, Hall. He'll step up for first time here against Cam Kester. Kester now working from the stretch. Has run over at first, being held on. I believe that's going to be into left field, and that's a hit. And runners now at first and second. It's back-to-back hits here for the Tigers. Puts Hull at first. Weiss at second. Here comes Gepner to the plate. He's 0 for 2 to the plate today as he stands in. He's got a single, scoring a run, and a flyout. His 2 times up with 2 on and no outs. Stepping up here in the 4th. Steve Wright called to 0-1. So Cam Kester steps in here. He's got 2 on and no outs. 0-1 to Gepner. Gepner takes time at the plate, steps away. Tiger catcher now ready to go. Steps back in. Here's the 0-1 to him. Just low. It's a ball now. 1-1 to count. So with a 1-1 count to him. Gepner stands in. Here's the pitch. That's low. It's now 2-1. So we Comets here, blowing it up here into the 4th, bringing in another 7. Leading it by 15 here, 19-4. Gepner, 2-1. That's a shot, and it's a bouncer there, as it's going to be a nice play. At first, McDonald as Gepner. And they give the play there. Somebody gets run over there at first. That looked like Cam Kester. He gets run over there at first, but the one does come around here to score, and the runners do move up. His Hull now over to third. Only comes around to score. As it's an out there. 3 out, number 1. So now coming to the plate is going to be Tucker. He'll have runner over third as the run comes in, makes it 19-5. And with 1 out, here comes Tucker to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a base off bump. And we'll have Hull over there at third, trying to bring him in to extend the game. Tucker. Kester, 0-1. So Tucker standing right in here quickly. Looking to get something to drive here. That's a foul ball. It'll be 0-2 to it. So 0-2. So Cam looking to get out of this as a stall will be on deck here for the Tigers. 0-1 here to Tucker. On the inside, going to get away from McDonald, and it'll be the wild pitch brings in the run. So 2 come in here, clears the bases, and it's now a 1-2 count at the plate as it makes it 19-6. So 1-2 to Tucker with 1 out. Now nobody on here for Kester. Kester back to the windup. Low on the inside, makes it a 2-2 count. So 2-2 to him. The Comets looking for that second out here. It's Tucker. Stand right back in here. There's a fly ball, and it's going to be foul out of play. So it stays 2-2. Tucker staying in here with 2-2 counts. One out, nobody on. That's a foul ball to the Blue Comet dugout, and it stays 2-2. So Tucker fighting them off here, trying to bring across and get as many base runners as they can here for the Tigers. They trail by now 13. There's this 2-2 to Tucker. There's a runner. And it's going to be McDonald here to Kester, and they'll get him by a step. Oh, what? Wow, close call there at first. I'll say he was safe. Sure looked like he was out to me. Come on, Blue. I see that out from here. Chris Murray, I'll get it too. He should. Doesn't sure look like it out to me. All right, so it looked like he's going to be safe over there first. Cam Kester.
Get one, guys.
Nice job there by Tucker to run it out. Here's the pitch. High fly ball. Going to go out into a left field, and that will be Harvey making a play out there long for the out number 2. So 2 outs. Here comes Woodridge to the plate as he gave it a ride.
First baseman, Rhino.
Woodridge comes up here with 2 outs. And the Comets up 19-6. And Cam Kester on the pitch here for the Blue Comets. First pitch to Woodridge, Steerag 1-0-1. So the 0-1 count to Woodridge. Kester delivers. That's a shot right there at second. Brady Mack up on it, and he'll make the play. 4-3 for the third out. So they do get to the 3 hits, sorry. They leave a man. No errors by the Blue Comets. And we will go to the 5th inning. Coming up, it will be Kester, Ellis, and Manbeck, the first 3 when we come back. Blue Comets lead at 19-6 here on Z95.3. Alrighty, we're back here. Going to the 5th inning. Blue Comets lead at 19-6 here, and it will be Hall back in. Oh, sorry, we're going to get a new pitcher. It's going to be Stahl. Stahl will be the new pitcher.
Number 4, Dante Stahl.
And going over to second now will be Hall. He'll back over where he was at. Gebner will stay behind the dish, so the third pitcher comes in here, and it will be Stahl, number 4.
Starting off back of the 5th for Chanute.
So here comes Cam Kester to the plate. He's 1 for 1, reaching on an error, and a sacrifice bunt to been the first as the Blue Comets lay down an awesome suicide squeeze play with the bases loaded and worked it to perfection. All right, so here we go. Cam Kester stays in, ready to go get stalled. First pitch, fly ball into just off the dirt here for the shortstop, and he'll make the play there. Here's Tucker, first out. So Kester flies out to the shortstop for out to number 1. One pitch, one out here for Stahl. Here comes Bryson Ellis to the plate. He's now over his second for the Blue Comets. Bryson, 1 for 2, a couple base on balls. His 4 times at the plate. Just missing there is Stahl for ball number 1. 1-0 to Ellis. Bryson. Shot out into center field. He's going to give that one a right. Giving a chase there is a center fielder trying to case up to it. And he did not get to it. And Ellis is around second and headed to third. As Gaston gave it a good shot there. He was running toward right center. Thought he might have come up with it, but he didn't. So it's a triple for Bryson Ellis with 1 out. Bryson Ellis was around second. Wow. That one has some height on it, and that's a big triple there for Bryson Ellis. Big hit for him. As Blue Comets now have runners scoring position here. Mason Manbeck comes up here. And Manbeck now playing third. As Manbeck 2 for 3 with a base on ball. Strike 1 to him. Scoring a couple runs is Mason in this one. He's got Ellis over at the third. 0-1 now to Manbeck. Here's the pitch from Stahl. Breaking ball outside, 1-1. Corbett Kimberly will be on deck for the Blue Comets. As it's 1-1 here to Manbeck. That's outside, 2-1. So Mason trying to bring Ellis in from third. Steps right back in here. Here's the 2-1 count here to Manbeck. As Stahl. Nice curveball. Steve Wright called. 2-2. I think Mason was expecting that one to break back in, but it did. It's 2-2 now to Manbeck with 1 out and Ellis at third. Here in the top of the 5th inning, Blue Comets up 19-6. There's a shot. It's a high fly ball over to the left side. Give it a look, and it's going to get out of play. And it stays 2-2. Somebody's going to get some head damage with that one. So that 2-2 count remains. And Manbeck will come back in, checking back in at third with Coach Murray is Bryson Ellis up to that triple. And Manbeck right back in. 2-2 from Stahl. Piece of it, staying it alive, fouls it off to the right side. Just out the end of the bat there for Mason. So this is 2-2 here to Manbeck. Step right back in here. Stahl with the 2-2 pitch.
Nobody down.
Outside, and it is a full count. As it comes off of the backstop, right back to Gepner. He's able to glove it. Keep Ellis over at third. No need for him to run here with 1 out. And Blue Comets up big now, 19-6 here in the 5th. As a full count to Manbeck once again. Here's Stahl with the pitch. Outside, ball 4.
Nobody down.
Gepner's going to stay, or I should say Ellis going to stay over at third, as it's a base on balls here. As the first base on balls given up by Hull. And here comes Corbett Kimberly to the plate. Kimberly, 3 for 4, scoring 3 runs today, a couple doubles and an RBI and a single, a couple RBIs as well. As Kimberly steps in here with runners on the corners for the Blue Comets and 1 out. Top 5 leading big here in Lamar, Missouri today. Nice pitch by Stahl. Steve Reich 0-1. So 0-1 to him. Right back in goes Kimberly. Lane Harvey will be on deck with runners on the corner for the Blue Comets. Stahl from the stretch and to the plate. That's a shot to the second baseman coming up in on it. Oh, it's going to be 8 up there. And Ellis comes in to score. But a nice job there by Hull. As he was able to wrangle it, go 4-3 for the outs. Number 2. The runner over to second is Manbeck, but 2 outs, but another run does come in to make it a 20-6 ball game. Here's Lane Harvey to the plate. Lane Harvey 2 for 4, big 3-run dinger in the first, and I don't think that thing has landed yet. It went out there so far, so Harvey stands up in here. Runner scoring position at second base for the Blue Comets. Pitch from Stahl, outside, ball 1. So now 20-6 here for the Blue Comets in the 5th. And Harvey 1-0. Here's the pitch. It's a shot out into center field. And it's coming up on Alice Gastal. He's coming in And he'll make the play there for the final out. So it's the third out. But the Blue Comets do get the one hit. They leave a man on. No errors by the Tigers. And we will go to the bottom of the fifth inning. It will be Lawrence, Costello, Griffith when we come back. Blue Comets lead at 20-6 here on Z95.3.
Was looking to fill a variety of roles in processing, assembly, engineering, and administration positions for our temperature-controlled working environment manufacturing facilities in Chanute, Kansas. Horizon supplies major complex subassemblies for leading airframe manufacturers in the commercial aerospace, military defense, and general aviation industries. We offer a full benefits package including health, dental, vision, 401k, and paid time off. Interested individuals can see a complete job listing at horizonaero.com/careers.
The Blue Comet Nation listens to Blue Comet Sports on Z95.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here as we get ready to go to the bottom of the fifth inning. See if the Blue Comets can seal the deal here. As we're going to get a pitch hitter coming in number 29. That looks like Tucker Torbeck.
Showing up the ball in the fourth for the door. Third baseman, Tucker Torbeck.
So Torbeck comes up here, playing third base now for the Tigers. So his first at bat here, he'll face Cam Kester. Steve Rack 1-2 him. Kester pitching very efficiently here. Giving up a couple of runs, but Comets have held on to it here. There's a shot that goes right back up the middle. Kimberlin makes a nice glove. He's going to have to make a good throw, and he will. 6-3 for out number one. Nice job, Corbett Kimberlin, as he makes the play there from short to first. Torbeck out. Here comes the right fielder, the center fielder, Gastel. He's 0 for 2 at the plate today.
Gastel.
So he's 0 for 2 at the plate today. A ground out and a fly out. His 2 times up. 1 out, nobody on. Kester gets him to foul that one off to the left side. D-Rack 1. 0-1 to him. The Comets are looking to go to 1-1 on the year here. The win in Lamar, Missouri today. They'll take on Parsons at home on Friday, but we'll be at Santa Fe Park for Lady Blue Comets softball on Thursday. As the softball's turn on the broadcast. 1-1 now as that's outside from Kester. Here to Gastel. 1-1 to him. That's up high, 2-1. Still standing in. That's in there for a call strike. It's now 2-2. So Kester looking for that second out here from the windup. Working quick. Swing and miss for the strikeout out number 2. And that is the first strikeout. Only the second strikeout for Blue Comet pitching here today. Make that the third strikeout for Blue Comet pitching here today. 2 for Beck, and now 1 here for Kester. As coach is going to make a quick change here, coming in number 11. Gage Gio going to come in here and be the new pitcher for the Blue Comets. Try to close it out here for the Comets. Is he trying to hit me, John? What's he doing? So Gage Gio going to come in and be the new pitcher here for the Blue Comets and try to get this final out. As they'll come in here, we'll shut the door on Cam Kester, who did very, very well. As he came in for, let's see, two-thirds, a little over 2 innings here. Inning and 2/3. And we'll close him down here. And it'll be Gio coming in here. He'll face Griffith, it looks like here. The right fielder, who's 0 for 2 at the plate. So Gio.
Number 11, Gage Gio.
He's going to come back in
Gio.
for his first opportunities. Gio! I got that one. I think he's trying to hit me right here a while ago. He's trying to aim at me. I'm right here, Gage, right here. Hit me right here. He knows. I get it right, yeah, because I got Gage's parents make sure I get the name right here. It's Gage Gio. He's going to pitch. He's got his final, he's ready to go. He's got Logan Mack behind the dish here for him. And let's see if the Blue Comets can. Brady McDonald, I'm sorry.
Go, Gager!
So Gage now on the hill, and he'll face Griffith with 2 outs and nobody on. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. So Gage steps right back up in here now, ready to go. And Griffith, 1-0 count. And the pitch on the way. Nope. It is now 2-0. Trying to find a spot here is Gage. Comes set quick here, and the pitch up on the inside. Going to catch him on the edge, on the shoulder there. He's hit by the pitch. So running around here with 2 outs. Coming to the plate now will be Wiss. Coming to the plate here. Number 21. So the left fielder comes up here. He's 1 for 2. As it's now 20-6 here. Gage Gill, the third pitcher for the Blue Comets, looking for that 3rd out. Wiss stands in. First pitch low, ball 1. So 1-0 to him. Top of the order will be Hull. He'll be on deck. As Wiss stands in with a 1-0 count. Swing and a miss as Gill finds a spot right there. A nice fastball. Gets him swinging through that one. Now 1-1. So Gage checking on him over at first from the stretch. 1-1 to Wiss. Shot there at second. Down up on it is McDonald. And 4-3 for the ball game. And the Blue Comets going to win it here today by a score of 20-6 over Lamar and get a big win here to go to 1-1 on the year. Big win here for the Blue Comets. All right, so that's going to wrap it up here for this game. We got the JV game coming up here in a minute, but we're going to take a 3-minute break. We'll come back and give you your Labette Health post-game wrap-up show. Blue Comets winning 20-6 here in Lamar, Missouri today on your home for the Blue Comets C95.3. What's that? 3 minutes.
Hi, this is Ryan Disbro, State Farm Agent Chanute. I believe it's important to protect your family in the event of any emergency. Come see me today in downtown Chanute at 205 East Main and let me help protect your family with auto, home, life, or health insurance, as well as protecting your family's financial future. Come say hi at our downtown offices in Chanute or schedule an appointment by calling 620-431-2680. Leaves are raked, grass is cut, and the driveway is swept. Now I'll top off the water softener with Diamond Crystal Salt.
Save the best chore for last.
Yeah, it's kind of special.
Why is that?
Well, Diamond Crystal Salt helps extend the life of our plumbing and appliances.
That's great.
And it helps give us softer and brighter clothes.
Love that.
And it helps reduce spots on our dishes.
Brilliant. So you do it last.
Well, it does so many nice things, the least I can do is spend some quality time appreciating it. Diamond Crystal Salt. A brilliant choice since 1886. Get yours at Cleaver Farm and Home.
Watch your savings grow with Community National Bank and Trust. For a limited time only, we're offering a 2.7% annual percentage yield on 20-month bond rate CDs. Bond rate CDs offer a one-time option to change your current CD rate. Visit Community National Bank today in Chanute, Humble, or Iola to find out how you can increase your yield before the rate is no longer available. Start earning a higher rate of interest on your certificates and deposits at CNB&T. Rate subject to change daily. Minimum opening balance is $1,000. The initial interest rate will remain the same until you exercise your one-time option to change to the current 20-month rate being offered by CNB&T. Penalty for early withdrawal. Fees may reduce earnings. Consumer accounts only. No brokered CDs. Public funds and financial institutions are not eligible. Community National Bank and Trust reserves the right to limit deposits. Member FDIC.
As the area's leading hospital, we believe your best days lie ahead of you. And as a nationally recognized hospital for patient safety and quality, we work to ensure that your tomorrows are the best they can be. At Labette Health, instead of thinking about what you need out of a hospital, we've thought about what you need out of life. With our 5-star, multiple award-winning care, we're creating a higher quality of life for our patients. Elevate Health, we center around you.
The Blue Comet Nation listens to Blue Comet Sports on Z9.
Alrighty, Blue Comet fans, we're back here to wrap this up on the Tuesday evening here in Lamar, Missouri. We're going to head back home. We got a JV game coming up here, but a big win by the Blue Comets. Got the bats working early, put up a 10 spot in the top half of the first inning, and it took 3 pitchers by the Blue Comets, 3 pitchers here by the Lamar Tigers. But the Blue Comets get 20 runs on 13 hits. They leave 5 on the base paths, only 1 error. The good thing about this today is Coach Murray and I talked about this. We were worried about our pitching and giving up the runs, the walks. Today, the Blue Comets have 1 walk between 3 pitchers. That is a very, very good stat here for the Blue Comets. Let me make sure that's 2 walks. They had 2 walks on the ball game here to the Blue Comets. So, hey, that's still very, very good by the Blue Comets here today. All right. So where does that come from? That's not right there. Okay. Anyway, let's wrap this up here. The Blue Comets get 20 runs, 13 hits. They leave 5 on the base paths. They get 1 error. 6 runs on 7 hits, 6 left on the base paths, and 4 errors by the Lamar Tigers here today. The Blue Comets, I tell you what, they did very, very well. They kind of turned it into what you saw the Blue Comets do the other day. Too many walks here by the Tigers to get things going here. They ended up with 7 walks on the afternoon to turn into a lot of runs. Those 4 errors turned into runs for the Blue Comets as well. Winners for today is Peyton Beck. He gets the win, 3 1/3, 54 innings, 54 pitches, 1 base on balls, 1 strikeout, 3 hits, 2 runs. Both of them earned. Cam Kesher comes in for 1 1/3 inning. Cam threw 33 pitches. He had 1 strikeout, no base on balls on the ball game in the third, and 1 base on balls on the ball game. He gave up 4 runs to the Lamar Tigers, and it was the 3rd inning by Gage Gio coming in here on 7 pitches to get that final out of the ball game for the Blue Comets. So a good win here for Coach Murray and his squad. Come over to Lamar to get the win here today, and a good one for the Blue Comets. They will welcome Parsons and the Vikings to town on Thursday, but our broadcast will be at Santa Fe Park as we're there for the Lady Blue Comets on Thursday afternoon right here on Z95.3. All right, folks, that's going to wrap it up here for us. Thanks for joining us today on the live stream at KINZ.biz, and Zach making it sound good back at KINZ at the studios as he always does. We'll see you for the Lady Morning Guys show tomorrow morning here on Z95.3 starting at 6, and back here for Blue Comet Sports on Thursday for another big Blue Comet broadcast brought to you by the Sonic Drive-In. Have a great night, everybody. We're out of here from Lamar, Missouri. Blue Comets win 20-6 here on Z95.3. We're out. Bye-bye. All right, man. Good job. I'll talk to you about the same time on Thursday, man. See you, man. Bye-bye.